Hi, today I will review how to run eSolution One's Provider Data Change demonstration. The Persona page will be your navigation hub, explaining the general overview of the demo, linking important resources, and providing impersonation capabilities in a central location with explanation of each persona. This tool aids healthcare payers in managing provider data change requests that originate from the provider service portal, whether that's ServiceNow or an external portal. As an analyst, you will play a critical role in ensuring the completeness of the case and confirming that the provider's data is current with the payer's system of record. Next, we will update the data based on our findings. If a configuration change is necessary, the case will be routed to a series of personas who will handle the configuration change, test its impact on the ops process, determine the need for reprocessing claims, and approve the change for production, streamlining the provider data change process from end to end by providing a comprehensive and structured approach. The five personas we will be impersonating are the office manager of the provider service location. They have access to the provider service portal for the locations they manage, handling administrative tasks for providers and maintaining up-to-date data with the payer organization. The provider configuration analyst intakes the new case, reviews for completeness, validates any necessary changes with the provider, and updates QNXT's system of record based on the findings. The development team confirms the configuration change type, makes system changes, and finalizes changes in production. The claim service team tests the configuration change with the current business processes, determines if reprocessing is needed, and creates an impact analysis. And the ops team tests configuration change in QUA, reviews the ops process in accordance to change, and approves change to be implemented in the production instance. The process begins with the provider office manager logging into their service portal. They see new announcements, any provider cases tied to their locations, and open tasks. They can dive into helpful articles, refer a specialist, review claims and other payments, submit prior authorizations for review, check eligibility. Today, we'll go ahead and request a provider data change. The change is for a provider that moved to this office location and began seeing patients. Unfortunately, the claims from this new location are not being paid out. The office manager does some research and notices that a location change request was never submitted to the payer of these claims. The old service location tied to the provider is erroring the claims payment process. The record producer pre-populates with the office manager's user information and demo text, giving the demoer option to change if needed. The data change field can depict how the cases get handled, as well as fields to add a description of the change and to confirm the location needing the adjustment, as well as the provider. We can add additional documentation to confirm the proof of address. Once submitted, the case will be assigned to the best available provider data analyst. Closing out of the tab, we come back to the persona page and our impersonation and begin as the provider configuration analyst. The landing page displays a high-level case detail of their work and their team's work, utilizing metric visualizations to point out essential fields such as high priority, escalated cases, potential breached SLAs, a list of their in-progress work, cases by type, status analysis, and cases by service organizations. The analyst will receive a case in their inbox on the left side of their workspace. Accepting the case in our inbox presents us to the case details. The record view consolidates the required information needed to work cases in a single view, utilizing tabs for related data and a contextual side panel for holding tools to assist the agent. The Details tab can be customized to show fields specific to the analyst's needs and will get populated by a case submission from an outside integration system, portal submission, or agent updates. We can see case type, the provider tied to the case, department, line of business, data change, short description, a location for the analyst to add notes, and closure information. Compose tracks real-time updates to the case and provides an audit history. Comments are for external contacts, in this case the provider office manager. Work notes are for internal agents, liaisons, or approving managers. Activity collects field changes, attachments, and comments with timestamps to provide clarity, no matter where the agent picks up the case. The side panel to the right shows the necessary fields for case tracking. Reference fields allow agents to further dig into related records while still being in the workspace. The fields can also dynamically adjust based on the agent assigned or other field conditions. The side panel is great for tracking contact tied to the case, multiple SLAs, and timelines breaking out those SLAs. Agent Assist utilizes key field values, for this case, short description, to look up knowledge articles and previously worked cases based on their metadata, listing the most relevant cases for this agent to be able to resolve. A place to hold attachments. These can come from emails, fax, portal submissions, or additions from the agent. And then another location for the activity stream, showing that we can take this out-of-box layout that ServiceNow provides us and customize it further for the agent's personalized needs. We'll now run through the playbook and take a look at these related tabs as we progress. The Playbook tab provides the reviewer with a structured view of the business workflow, interacting with the workflow in real time from within the workspace. Agents can use playbooks to update records, upload attachments, and complete tasks across multiple workflow activities in line with the case. Another excellent feature is the ability to show the case story to an agent that gets past the case after being initially worked on, seeing who and what has been done to further ensure responsive passing on of knowledge. Walking through the playbook, we'll start by reviewing the provider's existing details by selecting validation is needed. We're ensuring that the system of record is in line with what the office manager is requesting. Integrations with our outside system of record will pull necessary provider information into the HCLS data model on an as-need basis to assist the analyst with research. Clicking on the provider, we see the data model structure, showing the general information and related lists of the current provider's location, which we see is Vail and is not the Steamboat location where this request was initially out of, as well as the practitioner locations, claim headers tied to the practitioner, and any fraud, waste, and abuse cases. We'll confirm validation is needed. We can also take that provider information and display it in a custom page, taking the related tabs and breaking them out into visualizations. A card to show the general information of the provider, recent interactions, case history, and a case overview visualization. Heading back to the playbook, we'll validate the provider data change. Since the data change will affect the claim processing, the playbook provides an option to confirm the change. All emails sent and replied to will be tied to the case in the Emails tab. So we'll go ahead and confirm this with the Office Manager. Now that the validation has been received, we can update the system of record. Once complete, the ServiceNow integration will update the HCLS data model to match. We'll confirm by selecting Change Provider Data in Cactus, and add work notes saying, validation of change was confirmed by provider office. I made a location change in the system of record. Claims will process correctly going forward, but past cases will need reprocessing. The final step of the provider data change playbook is confirming if a configuration change is needed to the claim processing system. I determined a configuration change is needed. We need to add logic to claims processing to flag claims that error due to payment discrepancies, and create a case in ServiceNow to handle proactively. Looking at the past cases, The payment status sits in canceled with no additional reason why. Creating the configuration. A new playbook is generated, and the case has been assigned to the development team. Closing the tab, we can switch impersonations. Finding the case in our list view, we review the case details, activity from the past analyst, and confirm the analysis. Provider data change, noting I researched the claims sitting and canceled and confirmed a solution for flagging them as payment errors. Confirming the configuration change. Assigning the case to the claims service team to test the change in the development instance. Switch personas to the claims service team. Proceed to the playbook. Testing the configuration change and confirming reprocessing. Reprocessing is needed for the 3 claims submitted this month that did not complete the payment process. Moving on to ops testing, we'll switch personas, dive into the case, and begin work. The ops user will test the effects of the configuration change that it has on the ops process. Filling out the work notes, ops testing passes, no errors during test batch processing of claims. This playbook step is confirming that the ops process wasn't adjusted to pass the configuration change testing. No change to ops process is necessary. Only an additional parameter was added during config change to flag claims fitting the defined filter. The process still executes the same. Approving the configuration change for production. Exiting out, we'll go back to the development user. Select the case, playbook, and confirm that we completed the change in production and stating the change release. We'll move to the claim service team for reprocessing. Click into the case to begin work. Now sufficient work has been done to handle this processing occurrence. The errored claims can be reprocessed. Adding, I started reprocessing claims. I will confirm once I complete with the results. During reprocessing, the analyst can create an impact analysis to capture the exposure of affected claims, filling in the claims found during research, the total cost, describing the testing scenario, minimal impact, the claims in the analysis are being reprocessed, impact type of low, and contacting the provider. This can create a task that ties to the case so we ensure we keep track of the progress. Save the record and we can see it in our impact analysis related list. In the final step, we specify manual or automated reprocessing with results added to the work notes. Selecting manual and adding manual reprocessing task complete. Confirm payment execution for the 3 claims, case closed, and an email notification sent to the requester. Once closed, an email will be sent to the provider saying the claims have been processed. We can take a look at the activity and track the updates. Finishing the demonstration. Closing out, we'll end impersonation, head back to the dashboard, and reset our data.